On the mirror. Question 1. How do you decide whether to keep fitness as a hobby or turn it into a career?
Oh, obviously if you're good enough and if you think you'll be able to make money out of it. Gee, what sport though? Or like just, do you mean any type of fitness?
Personal training.
Oh, yeah. If you love it that much and you think you're going to help people in a positive way,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Give it a crack. Rip the skin off.
That's it. But the important crux of this question is whether to keep fitness as a hobby or turn it into a career, because like a lot of people love fitness, love training, but they don't want to do it as a job, and they don't know that. They don't recognize that until they've done it and they're in the weeds of things and they're like, you know what? I never liked training other people. I just like training myself.
Yeah. One, if you like helping people, if you're do good with just people, like if you're a people person, if you're shit at, I don't know, hanging around other people that you don't really know, or you don't really like helping other people, I think that's a pretty good way to determine it.
Yeah.
Like if you don't enjoy, if you don't get a kick of helping others, you're not really going to do good as a PT.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you do have to have a care factor. Like if you don't have a care factor with PT, I don't think you're really a good PT.
A good way to figure it out is, the way I figured it out as well, was just literally training people.
Yeah.
Just because, like, before I started as a PT, all my friends would ask me for like advice or training help and stuff like that, and I would be keen as to do it.
Yeah, just train your mates and see how that goes.
And then eventually it gets to a point where it's like, fuck, I'm training. Well, this is what happened with me. It got to a point where I was like, fuck, I've just trained 3-4 people in this last half a year, like literally as a personal trainer would, for free, and I love doing it. And I love doing it way more than my job I'm doing right now, so like, why on earth wouldn't I do it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
So if you find yourself being a PT without actually being a PT and just doing it for free and just the love that you have for having some skin in the game, then yeah, that is a big indicator that you should probably do it.
Facts.
But also, like, just remember, once you start to do it, you're mixing, you know, pleasure essentially with work.
Yeah, it can what's the word, like, have a negative effect with people's training. Like, we've talked about it heaps, where a lot of coaches, good coaches too, where they just stop training.
Yeah, because they've just literally fallen out of love with it because it's become work.
Yeah, and it's just ruined their relationship with it.
Yeah, it can ruin your relationship with training. Not hasn't ruined mine.
Nah, but especially the only times where, say if you've been in the gym all day working, and you want to train yourself, but you just want to get out of the gym, like you're just keen to, I don't know, it's a nice sunny day, you just want to get out in the sun. It's probably the only time when I like can't be asked training, but it hasn't really. If anything, it's probably helped.
Well, you gotta love your work if you want to be super successful, or you will become super successful, but you'll fucking hate work. And it happens. It's not just personal training and coaching; it's everything. Like if you really love crunching numbers, and then you think, oh, I love crunching numbers, I'm going to become an accountant. You have to really love it for that to continue to be a passion. Because there's a million awesome accountants out there that fucking hate crunching numbers, but they're just super good at it, and it brings in the bread. So it's something that they do to kind of put food on the table.
Yeah, fact.
And the same thing with PTing. Like, you might absolutely love it as a pastime. The thing with training is like, maybe it's the best part of your life, and that's what you do to kind of escape your life.
Escape reality.
And that 45 minutes to like 2 hours you have in the gym every day is like your escape away from your life, potentially. Even if you don't not like your job, maybe it's just like very monotonous, and you know, you're like, oh, all right, that's done for the day. Now I get to train and like enjoy
your alone
that time.
and
Yeah, once you start personal training is honestly like work, and that's why you got to love it. You don't differentiate the two, and that's why a lot of personal trainers as well, inclusive of us, once they start PTing, they actually train a little bit less and they delve more into other types of physical activity like running, mountain biking, like rock climbing, swimming,
Or
sports.
You see a lot of personal trainers train at different gyms to where they work at
Yeah.
to escape the...
Yeah, but that's the workplace. They're escaping their workplace,
escaping
but
the workplace.
not necessarily.
No, they're not
like-
escaping the gym, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, a big one is just if you're unsure if you would like it, to start training your mates.
Yeah.
And to start, or even just doing sessions with them and seeing how you go, just like helping them out, seeing if you enjoy it, see if you like giving advice. And if not, if you're still unsure, just give it a crack. And
Yeah,
after
literally.
like, you can always go back to what you're doing.
Two of our good mates are like really invested in becoming PTs at the moment. One of them's an avid listener to the podcast. The other one hasn't listened to a single episode, I reckon.
Aaron Stifler.
Aaron and Stifler, and they've been asking me like the last week, and I'm just like, fucking do it. Literally just have a crack, because they really do love training, and
And they know their stuff.
they're good people.
Skipper's been thinking about it for ages. Aaron, I've only really been hearing of late, which is sick. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be so good if they did it.
But just do it, but just be prepared that it could completely change your outlook and relationship with training. That's it.
Yeah, and the thing that probably the PTs, when they start PTing, the biggest shock for them is that you are running a business
Yeah.
and you do have to give that a bit of time, like just learning the real basic shit of business.
Oh, yeah.
That isn't fun, but if you just spend all the time being, don't get me wrong, you got to be a good coach, you got to know your shit. You can learn the business side of things, but you got to be willing to learn it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you don't, you'll just crumble, and then that will become too much of a negative thing that'll interfere with being a PT, and then you'll just give it up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another important thing, is just to consider that it's not training everyone. That's not, all you're doing is training people. That's not what it really is.
No.
Like, you're doing shitloads of marketing, shitloads of admin, you're working with payments, like, you're making loads of content, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
programming, and it's all on you.
And like, that's the part. So you got to think there's some stuff that, it's not bad, but it's just stuff that's not training people. Like, I reckon 50% of my work, no, not even 50% of the work I do is training people.
Yeah.
It's literally like, the
Doing
actual
behind the scenes.
on-floor work I do a week is probably like 35% of my work, 40%. The other is all those things combined that I just mentioned.
Yeah, so much behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And you just got to remember that you're dealing with people at the end of the day.
It's the most fucking draining. Like, you look at it from an outside perspective and you're like, this is wonderful. Like, look at fucking Sam. All he does is like train, spend all day in the gym, gets to train people. But fuck me, it is so draining. It is like the most I'm always tired.
It was don't get me wrong, like, we love it.
Oh, no, you love it.
And-
But that's it.
yeah.
It's because we love it is why
Yeah,
we love it.
Well, it's good. And like, you get to make good relationships with your clients, you get to chat shit to them, but then at the same time, you got clients who cancel on you, people you got to message, you be like, nah, I want you to come today, and you got to real push them. And then,
But you
sometimes-
also get different types of clientele. You might have one client
Yeah.
that like you're best mates with, and every time you catch up, it's just like you're having a good yarn the whole time. It's actually like low key, pretty relaxing. But then you've got other clients like you just mentioned where like you probably don't relate as well to them, but you still can relate to them because there are things you can relate together with. But it's going to take like a lot of effort. At the same time, it's like you're babysitting them and you're really driving their motivation. And a lot of people know that it's pretty hard to get motivation just yourself, let alone you gain the motivation to motivate another person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. But yeah, no. If you're thinking about, I think if you're thinking about it, especially a fair bit,
Do it.
just do it. And just,
Just rip the skin off for sure.
like, you got no, even if you give up, like, at least you just had a crack with it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like, I think that's the
and
thing.
you earn fuck all money if you're
You
integral.
got to accept that it's going to be a grind at the start. Like, it's a grind.
Like I lost $8 working 1 week one time
Yeah.
at the very start. I did come back from holiday and stuff, but I did work a week and lost $8.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to lose $8 for working an entire week,
Yeah.
then do it. But that you could be really successful. A lot of this stuff is luck as well. Like you might just
It's got to be willing to put in the work.
be in the right place at the right time, and you might have like a very successful business. One of the PTs we work with earns fucking loads of money, and she's earned loads of money from the start.
Yeah. She does really well.
Yeah, so it could be like that. It could also be a grind as well. You got to be willing to put yourself out there too. Like for example, a big part now of the best way to market yourself is on the internet and social media. So you obviously have to make content, and I fucking hated social media and still low key hate a considerable amount of it. But it's just like something that you had to not bite your tongue. That's not the right
You're
phrase,
really
but
willing to do
you
it.
just had to be willing to do it, and you had to start doing it, and it's like that's part of my job.
Yeah.
And now I love it. I actually
Yeah.
love making content.
That's good.
But I think that explains it.
Yeah,
If like we both wholeheartedly agree, if you've been thinking about it, just rip the skin off it and just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Great podcast by James Smith, his third ever podcast.
Episode 3.
The actual quality of the podcast is dog shit, but the contents of it is unbelievable. Whenever I'm thinking like, this is tough I just listen to that podcast.
It's
and that's a guy that's like a
such a good
multi-millionaire who just ripped the skin off it, and he was just like anybody else. He's working like a corporate job that he didn't necessarily like, but he was earning good money, and then he just decided to have a crack.
Yeah.
So that's a good podcast.
That is a really
episode 3 of James
Smith. Listen to it. And just get through the PT course.
Yeah, the PT course is dog shit as well.
The PT course sucks. No matter who you do it through, people always like, who should I go through? Just do it, just get it done, and then start working on the floor.
And that's one more thing is, if you're not willing to learn all the time, you're screwed, because like you learn nothing in your PT course. You learn everything on the job, and then going out of your way to learn stuff too, doing your own study.
Facts.
But that's it.
Chomp chomp.
Question 2.